this idea of the living room of the city was something that I always had in mind, almost verbatim. And that tells you something about the, a certain vision of how an institution can not just refresh itself, but also reinvent itself on a much more sort of integrated relationship with its community. I mean, the history of this museum is absolutely stellar. The future is even more stellar. What it remains somewhere is to see how a place like this assumes, and it has been very effective in assuming its role as an urban development source. I think the location is fantastic. What's happening with the rest of the park is absolutely great. The university is here. The clinic is 2 blocks away. I mean, all of these things are immense possibilities. I mean, and they just need what you have, which is an enlightened group of people that are trying to do from the private sector things that have a civic value of enormous proportion. The 1916 building is the cornerstone of the collection, is part of the collection, is an object of the collection. You feel the presence even though it is a framed view from the street, but you see the white marble and you see that there is a reverence for this object of the collection, which is completely justified. It's a tremendous building. It's not just neoclassical, it's good neoclassicism. And so it was the Breuer's piece in a completely different approach. I mean, they had come to this point in which they decided not to talk to each other. And that's what we did, a little bit of psychoanalysis in a way, right? Architecture is the art of the specifics. I mean, this place couldn't have happened anywhere else other than with this thing in here, in this park, with the shape of the basic layout that Olmsted created so many years ago, and with the spirit of this institution behind it. So it is sort of like translation, I mean, you translate something that it is in sort of an incipient form and make it appear, but it comes from the territory, and I think this is an extraordinarily promising place. I mean, and reflects ultimately not just the values that were assumed and acquired many years ago, but essentially a vision of the future.